Slow. How everybody doing? Hello, how everybody doing? Thank you for tuning in the Kross TV Network. Y'all know that's Kross with a K. Appreciate everybody for tuning in, showing it love and support for me. Definitely appreciate that, respect that. Thank you. Um, Pardon me for a minute. I'm just looking at some of the comments that people had typed up. Basically today was real. I saw a lot today at them protesters. It was real awkward for me to be at the protest. Me constantly holding my phone up. Looking at what comments people were saying. That's why if y'all looked at that video and y'all see me like this, sometimes looking at the screen, I'm only just reading. What people was telling me, because some people let me know who was in the crowds and where they was at, and trying to link us to them and everything like that. For those who's not aware, the riots is being said that the riots that happened in Minneapolis and everything was started by police. They got videos of officers wearing all black, covering their face and everything, and they're bashing windows and everything like that. So they saying that's what set it off. And more or less, I just definitely had to do this live. I'm real tired right now. I spent a lot of my energy, a lot of emotions was involved and everything like that. I showed y'all a lot, but there's certain things that y'all didn't see neither, but nevertheless, I try to give y'all as much glimpse of everything that was going on as possible, and I really wanted to trying to show y'all what's going on and everything. That was the first time I got a protest with that type of you know, that type of job and everything to do. Normally I just go there and just, protest whatever and be along with the crowd. So those for y'all who never been in a protest before, man, that was very. Somebody in the comments said that dudes in a protest and everything, why people was smiling and why people was doing this and why people was doing that. Let me tell you something, right? When you sit back throughout life and you read history, you hear about the slavery, slave trade. You see a lot of things that go on a daily basis. You see how the news world constantly feed us, negative things and showing us, further trying to keep us divided and everything like that, right? So to go to a protest, right, and to get to a protest, and you see just as much, for lack of a better term, Caucasian or white people than it is, for lack of a better term, black or African American people there. You have a lot of people that's still stuck in the Stone Age, and they believe that, you know, a white person is a cracker or this, that, and the other. I don't believe that. I believe that the oppressor is a cracker. If you somebody in the government that's an authoritative figure that's supposed to serve and protect, and you hide on the cloth of the shield, the color of the shield, and that blue wall, you know, and you do crimes, or you oppress the people and everything, regardless of color, what you is, you know what I'm saying? That's what I identify as a cracker. To me, a cracker don't have no skin tone, no skin complexion, no color. You know, basically, man, when people were smiling, man, for everybody to be standing in unity, regardless of your skin color, regardless of your background, to see these individuals standing up for us, against their own and saying like, yo, this is wrong. And that's another thing that also been recorded through history. You always had Caucasians like the Quakers and stuff like that, that always was there for us. Even when the Underground Railroad was going on and Harriet Tubman only was able to move through the nighttime, the daytime she was hiding in was white people houses. You know what I'm saying? The Quakers and everything. The Quakers is the ones that built Pennsylvania and everything, is the reason why Philadelphia is called, the city of brotherly love, which is a whole nother topic and another whole nother lesson within itself. But so to see Asians, to see Caucasians, to see African Americans around each other not acting foolish, or if they do is doing something foolish, is because for a cause and everything, a positive cause. The Latinos, you know what I'm saying, and the Hispanics, man, they was on front line too. What I kind of seen unique was that the Caucasians was very aggressive, and the females was very aggressive. They was very passionate, you know. So when I went to 100 Center Street, I saw a couple of people I knew. Then G Mac and Trife and the whole G Mac pulled up and everything like that. It was pretty much peaceful for the most part. It was pretty peaceful for the most part. You might have a couple little shoves and pushes here, whatever, you know what I'm saying? But outside of that, I think the officers and everybody handled themselves, really good. I want to say something, right? What I'm about to say might sound awkward to y'all. So I need y'all to think outside the box. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna think outside the box, right? And what I mean by that is this, right? What happened in Minnesota, Minneapolis, that was a very tragic, that was a very tragic situation, right? And even out there with the rioting going on, a couple of deaths, people getting injured. The part that bothers me about all this, man, is that the individuals that's getting hurt on the police behalf and everything, it's sad because they ain't have nothing to do with what was going on. Without, it's like all of them is not that way. That's like you can't look at one African American, you can't look at one Latino, you can't look at one Hispanic, you can't look at one white person or something like that and use use that to define a whole race or a whole nation of people. So we came out there because we all felt that it's time to make a stand. It's time to do something. Is to get active about something, not just sit around about it. So people that came out there, man, they have wonderful poems. A lot of people was giving out water, free water. People that was losing their masks or didn't have masks. People was giving out free masks and everything, and things like that meant a lot to me because when you look at some of my videos, I was talking about people that was price gouging, right? Where something that normally in everyday life will cost you $1, $2, or $3. Like let's say a spray of Lysol or something like that. You have some people out here selling them for $20, $25, and taking advantage. You have certain stores selling gloves that would normally be about $3 or $4 for $10, $15, and everything like that. So for people to be out there with suitcases full of water and masses and just handing it out, you know what I'm saying? That was real genuine. That was real good right there. And I'm happy to be a part of that experience, man, because it ain't just about you physically being there. It's about spiritually connecting with that energy and all those that have like mind and have like feelings, and to be together for a purpose or a cause, a real purpose, a real cause. You know what I'm saying? Where it's not racially violated, it's not class violated or nothing like that. It's just basically, listen, this is wrong, what's going on, you know what I'm saying, this need to stop. And for me to sit here and watch crowds of white people saying Black Lives Matter and being born black is not a crime, I was like, even though that I don't hate white people or look at, you know, everybody as the same, I deal with people as individuals, you know, that was powerful for me. That was very powerful for me. You know, the reason why I'm, like I said, I'm exhausted. The reason why I said I had to make this live is because, okay, after I left Manhattan, right? Because mind you, we went to we was in front of the Manhattan Supreme Court, the Borough of Manhattan Criminal Court, and we was even at the MDC, you know, the federal detention facility, you know, complex for federal prisoners, whether they being transferred somewhere or they still fighting their case or whatever have you, you know. So, you know, we, you know, they was outside in the yard, you know, and they know recreation on top of the roof of the jail. So we shouted them out, you know, they was a part of it also saying what they were saying. It was a real good experience. Then I heard about that over there at the Barclays, they was having a protest. So, and I had learned that they had closed the Brooklyn Bridge, and a little incidents that happened. So I said, yeah, well, let me make it over there. So when I went over there, you know, everything was peaceful. It was way more people there than it was in Manhattan. Um, it was a lot of Caucasians out there. Some of them was crying. You had a lot of women out there excited. You even had a lot of young teenage African American women out there also, and I felt that to be real unique. Um, what I didn't see though is that um it wasn't a whole bunch of people like me there, you know, that did time, you know, that want to do right by the youth, that, you know, want to give back to the community, that live that life, that destroy the community to be here, to be on the forefront, you know. It wasn't that many of us. It wasn't that many young African American males like that, you know, ones that I feel like, you know, that's in the streets and doing certain things. It wasn't a lot of us out there. You know, it was mostly from the outside looking at, because I don't know everybody's life. I don't know majority of people that was at these protests. From the outside looking in though, man, these people that was there was basically civilians, man. They wasn't gangsters, they wasn't gang bangers, they wasn't the ones that's out here committing crimes and all that. A lot of them you could tell was law-abiding citizens that was like, you know what, we need a social change because, you know, me being as a white, you know, it's being, you know, gentrification is being is going, you know, all over the United States. So in the city, so it's like, you know, places where a lot of Caucasians wasn't back in the days in the 80s, 90s, whatever. They're here in the 2000s, in 2020s. So we share in neighborhoods and everything like that more now than what we ever did. So um I was really happy and proud that they did show up because it's to keep balance and harmony in our communities, man. You know, I really dislike when people do protests and the protesters get violent, and next thing you know, our whole community is burnt down. So when all the epidemics and everything go up, you got no place to go to the store. You don't even want your kids out there playing. It's not safe. Everything, you know, and stuff like that. Like, you know, and even our communities, even without protesting, how we be tearing our communities down, man. We gotta have our communities looking nice and everything too. We're not savages. We kings and queens. That's where we come from. You know, we can't let nobody dictate and control our world. What I mean by dictate and control our world, I'm talking about this right here. Um, what I wanted, the reason why I did the live is because tonight is, although I'm tired, is because when I was filming and when I was there, um, A couple of people got maced due to a couple, some shoving in people that was close to the police in the front row, right in front of the Barclays. And so a lot of people in the crowd, civilians, was throwing water bottles or whatever else they can get their hands on at the police. It's funny because a black officer at the Barclays said, I ain't the one that choked him. I ain't the one that did this and that and the other. I'm in New York City and I'm a black man. So, that's just what he said. I don't, like the black man term, but he said, I'm a black man, so a lot of us feel the same way that y'all feel, but we just can't speak about it, openly speak about it and everything. And I feel like that's a problem because the government got a gag clause because whether right or wrong, they want everybody to stick together because this is the militia. These are the people that control the community. During the protest, people were saying like, we should eradicate all police, man. Nah, we need somebody that's gonna keep law and order in here, man, because we seen plenty of times, man. A lot of us don't even know how to act, man. Some people need people to watch over them to make sure they're doing the thing. Some people do good when they know people watching them, but behind closed door, in every case may be they're a totally different person. But while I was going live, my phone went dead. You know what I'm saying? My phone went dead. So my phone went dead. It's like, well, I stood for a little round, protested or whatever, you know what I'm saying, being that I wasn't filming or whatever have you. And then, I left. And when I got in my truck and I plugged my phone and was charged again, I seen people was like worried about it. Like, Mel, you okay? And a lot of people was worried and like, yo, Mel, you shouldn't be there by yourself or, be safe. They don't play fair. And they were saying like, you don't got too many strides left, you know what I'm saying? So any little arrest with me would be real big. Excuse me, Brittany Jones, appreciate your donation. Brittany Jones, appreciate your donation. You got anything you want to say? Definitely appreciate you. Like I was saying though, I didn't want people to be worried about me thinking something happened to me and everything. And when I finally got back into the house and everything, and I'm like, I gotta take a shower, I gotta do this, I gotta do that. I started getting notifications about everything just went up. Everything went up. In the Barclays, people getting arrested, thrown around, people swinging on police. Then I heard it went up in Bed-Stuy and stuff like that, and all over the precinct by Lafayette Gardens Projects and Bedford-Stuyvesant. You know, I just hope everybody is safe. Again, I don't want nobody to feel like all police is bad police, all police ain't bad police, and I don't want y'all to think it's only white police doing that and whatever, because we done saw before is you have many African Americans that's police that does that, and you also have a couple of Spanish or Latinos that does that also that's on a police force. So it ain't really a race thing, even though clearly the individual or officer that had his knee in George Floyd's neck and everything clearly was. As you see the whole video, it was no struggles. He never resisted or nothing like that. He was handcuffed and it was 4 officers there. So it really was no need to hold him in that position like that. Once y'all got him under control and y'all subdued him and the cuffs is on and everything else may be, and he's laying on his stomach and everything, there's no reason for no more use of force. For usage of force. He's already subdued. So I do want to thank everybody that participated and was there physically, those that wasn't there physically for whatever reason or whatever, but y'all was tuned in either to the news or people that may have been on YouTube that y'all might follow that might have been there and y'all showed y'all support that way. I appreciate y'all. It's also sad. I'm gonna say this, but because good don't exist without bad. But it's sad how some of the comments, individuals like, what you fighting for sunset, sunset, what you fighting for peanut butter, and it just shows how bliss ignorance is. And again, I don't want to sound like a broken record or nothing like that, but at the end of the day, it's like everybody has an opinion about things, and you can't please everybody, but it's like, so what is going to matter? You want people to care when you on your deathbed, or when they did that to your mother, your brother, your sister, your uncle, your father. It don't take that to hit me home for it to affect me. I have a certain demeanor about me that could be intimidating to officers at times. You know what I'm saying? I try to be as humble as I can, but it's not, it don't always, play that way. So, um, even when I was at the protest, I seen a couple of police. I don't know if they was following me or whatever, as for YouTube or whatever, social media, but it felt like they was watching, like they know me or they familiar with me, or we gotta watch him because we don't know, what's going on. They might try to stage something, you know what I'm saying? So, you could never, you never really know, man. But I don't underestimate anybody. I don't put nothing past anybody, but I hope for the best in individuals, will be the dominant trait over the negativity. You know what I'm saying? So the experience today, man, it was bittersweet because we went there for a tragedy, but the feeling of being around people with solidarity, have one cause, no matter what color the rainbow, nothing like that, you are part of, whatever have you, what walk of life you came for. The fact that we was able to come together, no matter what background, no matter what religion, no matter what our personal beliefs is, no matter um what we stand for or what our life consists of, humans came together as one race with one purpose and one cause. Is to stop the BS and to bring, you know what I'm saying, and not only bring the unity, keep the unity and the community safe, but also for officers to interact with the children and stuff like that. So and build bridges to gap these certain gaps, so that way they don't fear us and we don't fear them. They don't feel intimidated and we don't feel intimidated. Because a lot of these authors, they don't come from Mars, they don't come from Jupiter, they're not aliens. They come from the same communities in the same cities that we come from. Might be different neighborhoods or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Remember, as a people, when we kids and one baby cry, one baby go through something, man, all the other babies and everybody empathize with each other. They all start crying in unison, in solidarity, togetherness. They don't acknowledge or understand or know what racism is. They don't know the difference between my color skin and their color. They don't have no clue or no knowledge of that because they parents, they not at an age yet where they parents could instill the limitations in them for society to instill the limitations on them. So it's, oh man, this is a sad time, man. I just hope everybody was okay, man. I wasn't even aware of what happened on the Barclays after I left. But when I did hear, I'm like, wow, man, I definitely gotta holler at the people, let them know that I'm okay and everything like that. You know what I'm saying? I kind of wish that my phone wasn't didn't go dead. You know what I'm saying? Because but then another part of me is like, yo, I'm glad, everything happened for a reason. and whatever. So, I protested a little longer and everything. Then after that, I had left because, nowadays, man, you can't be walking around with no phone that's not even, operable. You can make calls to do certain things. So I definitely had to go back, charge up and everything. And I parked like 4 or 5 blocks from the Barclays just to be able to make it down there because the traffic and everything was so crazy. And the protesters was at times blocking the streets and everything. So I said it'd be better for me. I'll get there quicker if I park right here and just walk a few blocks, which worked out perfectly. I definitely appreciate everybody that was telling me, keep my mask on, telling me to be safe. A lot of people very, very worried about me. Um, I'm good. I appreciate it knowing that, there's people out there that really care about me and my well being. Um, I want to shout out a couple of people. ASMR, Tasking King, gotta get you a portable charger, that's a fact. Big Phil, Epic Day to Day, no doubt. Big Shug, Brian, glad you're okay, brother Mel. Bless up. Thank you, brother. I appreciate you, bro. That's Shug, yo, appreciate you, bro. You already know. Bless up. Elaine Barnhill, lovely E. Hello, Kross. I'm glad to see you. Thank you. I'm glad you tuned in. I hope all your families are safe and everything. Ken Thompson, we set up as cop van on fire by Fort Greene Park, but yo, Mel, word to everything. Some of them helping, I feel, is police sending them right. I didn't understand what they said, but shout out to you though. Shout out to everybody. EM Barbers, there are some good cops. The cop deserves to rot in prison. He will get his. It's not smart to go looting like that. Knowledge is power. Somebody asked me about a question. They said, how do I feel about looting? I feel that what is looting going to accomplish? Looting is not a part of a protest where you trying to make a change or you fighting for a cause. You can't turn a protest into a foundation for criminal activity, man. For one, them businesses did nothing to us. There are civilians like us that felt like I don't want to work for nobody else. I want to be an entrepreneur. I want to work for myself. This is what I want to do to pay my bills. They're making an honest dollar. Don't burn their community. Don't burn their businesses down. This is how they feed their family. Don't destroy their car. This is how they got to get to and forth to work, to feed their family, to go to the hospital, to do everything nice. The thing is, remember, looting, if police brutality or police killed somebody, with me breaking in the window in the store and stealing something, how is that a part of the cause? Think about it. How is that a part of the cause? So you're only here to blend in, to do some bullshit, to justify these motherfuckers looking at us the way they looking at us and so forth and so on, man. You feel what I'm saying? Like, come on, yo. Like, nah, looting is not a good thing. He said that's the whole fact in my Mel Kross voice. And a mess, yeah. But yo, yeah, that mean no, nah. We don't loot. Why riot in your own community though? Our community's already tore down. Let's keep our communities looking proper, man. We not savages. We don't come from moles and everything like that. We come from pyramids. You know what I'm saying? Gold meant spirit. It has spiritual elements to us, and people that know anything about the chemistry and everything. The metals and everything. But on the spiritual aspect of it, I don't need no merchandise. Yeah, definitely right. People support their families with the jobs of the shit they was looting. Facts. How about if we loot their towns instead? See, when you see, y'all gotta remember, man. When you see somebody said, well, "What about we loot the town?" Remember, it's not about victimizing anybody. It's not about Yeah, it's not about victimizing anybody. It's about getting your point across to make a change, not to make things worse, or not for people to go out there and catch bids. It's not for that, man. You know what I'm saying? It's not for that, man. People got to stick to what the purpose and the goal is, man, and make sure that that get accomplished. You know, looting and all that, that's not a part of no protest, man. That's just that's ignorance, man. That's ignorance. That you turn something positive into a realm where you just gonna just cause havoc and criminal activity, and it's supposed to be about something good, something positive. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, a lot of companies right now they in debt, man. A lot of these little businesses and everything, cause they still got to pay rent for their storefront. They still got to pay rent. They still got to pay all their electricity bills and everything. They still got to pay their insurances and so forth and so on. They suffering. So why take what they built or was handed down from them generation to generation, taking that away from them when they did nothing to nobody? They just providing services. They not a part of the police force or nothing like that. Why go loot their store? Why go fuck their stores up? What do they have to do with anything? The father and son did not get charged with murder, huh? Well, we're gonna have to make that a topic of issue. We're gonna have to make that a topic of issue. People got another thing. What I want people to understand, man. Some people might want to hear it, but just be mindful. I'm just throw that out there, man. I want people to be mindful, right? Every state has different laws. I'm gonna repeat. Every state has different laws, right? Kareem Burnham, yo, on your live, I seen that you said that you wanted me to call you and everything. I don't know if you sent it in my Instagram, in my DM, but I did see a number. If that's you, let me know, man. I'll chop it up with you a little quick before I, take it down and call it a day. I gotta start getting more rest so I could be more energetic when it's time to come work out and everything like that, man. We definitely gotta stay fit. That protest, people that ain't active, you know what I'm saying? That took a lot out of them because they definitely did a lot. We got to stop tearing up our community. That's not gonna accomplish anything. We need to mobilize and stay the course of all of us, black, white, Latinos. It's now or never. Yo, DJ Shook Brian, man, that was perfect, man. That was good. You said that very well. And yeah, man. Let's not talk. We see our community's already messed up, man. A lot of our communities already messed up, man. You know, why make it any more worse than what it already is, man? Excuse me. Yeah, you got some Siemens and soup and black sea oil. Hey, did get charged with they did get charged with murder, and the guy that recorded it got charged with felony murder. Stop listening to fake news. You know what? That is correct. Cause I did hear about the person that matter of fact, yeah, that's correct. I did hear about the individual that did do the recording was charged with murder too. Yeah, that's a fact. Yes, building should be our purpose. Bro, agree. It's more of conflict to snatch and grab, but sometimes it's just a rejection of the order, like hood crime. It's a rejection of the order. Rather, yeah, but it's still a no vote. I didn't say raggedy, nothing like that, but that's a good choice. That's a good way to say it. But again, my thing is this, man. You got certain cities that I'm gonna use ATL for example, right? Where there's a lot of that's the mecca for African Americans in the United States. It's been like that since 2000, when it left Harlem, right? So think about cities like or places like Harlem, and you think about places like ATL. A lot of black-owned businesses, a lot of African American-owned businesses, a lot of mom and pops, in whatever case may be, right? So a racist police or not even race police, any police just do something in them communities, right? So now, because I'm tight at them, I'm gonna burn my neighbor's store down and I'm gonna steal anything I can get out of it. I'm gonna do this to this person, I'm gonna do this and do that person. I'm gonna blow up all these cars, I'm gonna set this on fire, I'm gonna set that on fire. I'm gonna be protesting on people's cars, standing on top of people's hoods and their cars and everything like that. What how did the protest come from letting our message be whole in solidarity together and let our message be whole to you flipping on everybody that have a car and everything and you burning and fucking everything else up? So when you protest about it coming for the people, but now the people's at ours because the people fuck my business up. The people stopped me from feeding my family. The people messed my vehicle up. You know what I'm saying? The people broke my window. You know, these fires happened in front of my window. My newborn baby had to breathe these. You know what I'm saying? So these are a lot of the things that we have to think about. I know when we in our bad, we in our feelings and everything like that. Um, we make, radical decisions, granted, man, but let's be more calculated when we organize these functions where we protest, man. Let's not turn it into something where we justifying, just destroying our fucking community like that, man. Don't do that, man. You know what I'm saying? Keep the focus on where it need to be focused on. Keep that energy and that channel on where it need to be focused on. Yes, a lot of police did start the riots and everything. And just like in LA, I done seen documentaries where the police used to snatch Bloods and Crips up, beat them up in the back seat and drop them off in rival neighborhoods, drop a Blood in the Crip neighborhood, drop a Crip in the Blood neighborhood, and so forth and so on. Like that. A lot of them kept the beefs and everything going on. We know what J. Edgar Hoover and them did to Fred Hampton and Mark Clark. We know what the government was doing with the United Slaves with Ron Karenga's under Ron Karenga's leadership and how he killed somebody on a college campus when you supposed to be the argument and debate was about who was going to teach students black studies and history and everything like that. Yes, they just now getting called for it. I mean, they've been getting called for it, but it's just like people as a whole was just getting tired of it, man. Because when you look at a Caucasian officer and look at something that he might have did or whatever the case may be, you might look at a white person with that same energy, and that white person could not even have nothing to do with you. You know what I'm saying? They could have black kids, they could have, you know what I'm saying, they could have it could be in an interracial marriage and they don't have no racist bone in their body. But you don't know that, and you're gonna look at them because you like, man, fuck that. Eye for an eye, tooth for tooth. So they did this to me, so one of us, we gonna do this thing for y'all. No, or somebody they having no side conversation. I just wanted to just share that with y'all, man. I want to definitely give a special a shout out to all the ladies, man, that some of them even got maced wrongfully because they was in a certain area where people was throwing water and everything at. Um, I guess I should be happy that my phone went dead, which made me leave sooner than I'd expected. Because after what I just seen, I don't know. I seriously doubt if I'd have been able to be there physically and watch some of the things that happened. It's real hard, man. That's right, all races, man. It's a human race, man. We got to be focused on that, man. Whatever one person do, man, just remember, man, somebody else got a family just like you. You know what I'm saying? They might have kids, they might have a husband, they might have a wife. They got loved ones, people that's cared for and worried about them, man. You know what I'm saying? Just because somebody else did something, whatever, don't take that out on the whole race and nothing like that. Nah, man. That was beautiful what I saw today, man. They was real passionate. You know how many white people I seen with signs saying "fuck white supremacy" or "white supremacy suck"? You know how many Caucasian I seen with banners saying "Black Lives Matter" and "Police silence kills"? Um, that was remarkable, man. That was remarkable, man. And there was a lot of Caucasians out there, and they was active, shouting and everything. You could see the pain in their eye. They like, nah, this shit is not right, man. This is not right. Shout out to them, man. Shout out to them, man. Definitely shout out to them, man. And shout out to all them queens that was out there holding it down like y'all used to doing, even when we go to jail or murder each other and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? It's the backbone. It's y'all, the women that's there holding us down, holding the family down and everything, man. You know, shout out to y'all, man. I appreciate y'all, man. You know, all the all the peaceful police, all the police that's coming there to do their job, or even put on a uniform and you're African American to make a difference. And if y'all got violated in any of these protests and everything like that, man, easier said than done. I just hope y'all don't take that personal. Well, I just hope y'all don't that don't make you turn into something you're not, where you begin to hate your own people, um, and you begin to take on, the abusive, avenue just based on that experience. Don't do that, man. Don't do that, man. Y'all put on them suits and everything to make a difference. You know, continue to make a difference. Understand that people is fed up. They're tired. You have a lot of people, man. A lot of people. You had a lot of people. A few people that's real close to me called me, man. They like me, African American, everything like that, right? Street guys and everything like that, man. And a lot of them is saying like, "Yo, bro, I don't even know how long I'm gonna be alive, bro." But they like, "Yo, I don't know how long I'm gonna keep taking this, man." And I was thinking about that, man. I was thinking about that, man. Like, wow, man. This dude actually sit here and told me that he think he might die soon, B. This is somebody that's in perfect. It ain't like a doctor came and told him like, yo, disease is spreading through your body. You should be leaving this amount of time. He feels like with all this going on. Excuse me for yawning, y'all. I told you I was exhausted, man. But he, he cause they wondering like, when I walk out or something happen and that could be me, or when my turn gonna come. You know, a lot of Caucasians gave their life for us and our for our liberty and everything, man. You know what I'm saying? We can't be ignorant. We can't, what I'm saying? We gotta give them a lot more credit than we giving them, man. We can't be disrespecting them. We can't really be disrespecting no racist period. Like China Max said in one of his interviews when he was addressing what the Chinese was doing to the Africans, or for lack of a better term, black people in China behind the coronavirus, and he was like, "Yo, it's good and bad in every race, man. But you can't judge a whole race just based on what one or two people that you've seen do." You know what I'm saying? You never know. You could be in a situation, you could be in your deathbed, and there could be somebody else that's going to take you to the hospital and save your life, man. Got to keep your eyes wide open these days, man. We have to, man. But We should appreciate each other more, man. These little bullshit hating beefs and all the little sucker stuff that's going on in these channels, while all this other stuff is going on, but only thing people are doing is calling this person sucker to you or snitch you this and you that, whatever. None of that matters right now, man. None of that matters right now. We're in a pandemic within a pandemic within a pandemic within a pandemic, man. We got bigger fish to fry, man. And if the dudes don't get it right, who knows, man? Because if we ain't gonna protect ourselves, who is? We can't be sitting down there hiding behind the Caucasians that we be trying to shit on sometime. We're gonna call a spade, man. Let's call it for what it is. People that has law enforcement officials and their families, man, please encourage them, you know, talk, amongst, in their precincts and everything, man, and try to tone it down a little bit, man. Try to tone it down, man. Because what a lot of people in our whose street and everything don't want to acknowledge and speak about is that some of us also have family members that might be in law enforcement some type of way, man. And they're not bad people. And you would feel fucked up if something happened to them when they put on uniform to serve and protect the real way. I feel the other three officers to get arrested because the simple fact is that they acted in concert. They might not have been a person with their knee in his neck and everything, whatever, but due with their intense training and experience, for those that, I don't know how experienced they was, but they know that that was inappropriate. And that's when they supposed to happen. Like, you know what? Enough is enough. Get off of him. We're going to take it from here and so forth or whatever have you. They didn't do that. That's like the same thing as like the individual that recorded the father and son killing the other brother. He acted in concert. He didn't report the murder. He kept the evidence to himself. He never said nothing about it. So if you didn't do one of those, then that means you was with it. You was with it. Even if he was scared, he could have did another way. It's a bill. He could have did another way and got it to the people. Now he facing a murder rap for some shit that they did. You know what I'm saying? Oh man, like for real, man. Like I'm tired. Like you know what I'm saying. That's why I don't be taking certain people out of these people really serious about certain things, man. Because I know what I'm capable of, and I know that's as important to me. And sometimes it's a balance, man. Because it's like, all right, Mel. Last week you just turned 45 years old. You spent over 25 years in prison. You've been home a couple of years after just doing 19 and a half. Nothing happened to you. Nothing happened to anybody that you know personally or be around all the time. Why put yourself in that situation or trauma? Why you even go over there? Because somebody got to give a fuck, man. Somebody got to say, you know what, man? The youth need to see individuals like me doing that so they know it's cool. They can do that. You know what I'm saying? That it will make a difference. You know the pain in certain them COs' eyes, them federal correctional officers. You know the pain I seen in some of them dudes' eyes. How they wish they could have been out there with us because of their job, because they got to feed their family, they got to play their position. There's an officer. He made a video. I don't know where he's from or whatever. I might do a video on him or try to see if I can get in contact with him. But it's African American, and he said straight up, "Yo, that is not tolerated. That officer's an enemy of mine. Like he don't give a fuck about he got to be silent because He an officer. He like, man, I put on this uniform to stop this bullshit. And like I said before, sometimes, you have to change the color of it. Because, see, a lot of us kids back in the day used to promote, nah, what? Fuck the police. We don't want to be no fucking police. We want to be this, we want to be this, we want to be that. So none of us want to be it. Say all the white people want to be it, right? Then when something happened and a black person, something happened to him, automatically is going to consider racism, or racial basis, because the whole fucking force is Caucasian. So one of the ways to make a difference is change the color of the force. We joined the armies. You want to serve your community, you want to protect your community, you want to patrol your community, you can do that and get paid. You understand what I'm saying? Because, we're not going to perpetrate that everybody in the African American communities is criminals. We can't perpetrate that. Because the gangbangers and the gangsters and everybody, the ones that commit crimes, are the minority in these neighborhoods. They're not the majority, they're the minority. Because these gangsters' parents work, they're civilians, majority of them, a lot of them, depending on where you at and everything like that. You understand what I'm saying? Like, all lives matter, man. All lives matter, man. Stop preaching all this shit about what you did 100 years ago. Stop preaching all of that, man. Stop doing all that, especially at a time like this, man. Especially at a time like this, man. Well, man, like, people gotta just think, man. People gotta think, man, because sometimes we thinking we doing things for the, to make things better, and we just making it worse and we fucking things up, man. You know, I hope nobody died. I'm saying I hope nobody was really hurt or nothing like that, man. Um, Mad Ronald said something real deep the other day, man. He said something real deep, and it really fucked me up. Part of my language. And he said, what's interesting about you bloods over there in East Coast, man? Y'all have the power to unify better than us over here. And he said, and with that power, with the numbers and everything like that, you could use that in the voting process to control the voting and everything like that too. That was so powerful, man. I know it probably went over a lot of people's head. That was powerful right there, man. That was real powerful right there. And this is what we got to do, man. We can't be limited myself. Oh, this lemon dude or whatever it can be. No, get you some Caucasian friends, get you some Spanish friends, get you some Latino friends, get you some Amish friends, get you some, you know what I'm saying? Like, nah, man. Yeah, man. And one thing about us here on the East too is that all hoods over here came from UVA majority. You know what I'm saying? So us over here, being that it's not neighborhood based, we don't look at it as neighborhood. We look at all sets as you know what I'm saying. We keep all sets in prestige, man. We don't disrespect sets. We don't be beefing with sets, or if it is some little situation going on, we alleviate that and all that. You know what I'm saying? Because there's not no neighborhood beefs and all that. You know what I'm saying? And the sets is not neighborhood based. Oh man, think about that, man. Think about we all come together, all them people that are protesting everything, vote for the same people in office and all that. We have voting power. We got power. We vote who we put in. We vote who we take out of the government scale. We already know about the president situation, all that. It's a whole another situation. You know what I'm saying? Because we don't really vote for the president. We just see. Our vote just let the world know who's the favorite or who's popular, you know what I'm saying, or whatever have you. But remember, in the swing states, we just need 3 votes from the swing states and we got it. And you saying, damn, you only need 3 votes. Ain't it about 10 million, 15 million people in that state, which I need 3 votes? And I did my research and I learned that it was the electoral college votes that these people would vote. Those are the 2-3 votes in the electoral college. Those are the ones who votes that matter as far as the presidency and everything like that, man. So, there's a lot of things we gotta work on, man. There's a lot of things we gotta work on, man. We shouldn't be satisfied with just street stuff and stuff like that, man. The Jews got compensated, you know what I'm saying? We never got compensated for nothing. Indians, at least they got reservations, everything like that. You know what I'm saying? Where they, got a means to, what I'm saying, make their money, you know what I'm saying, or whatever have you. And send their children and everything through college and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Felicia Cortez, I love you so much, man. Not for the donation. Felicia Cortez is donated. She said, appreciate you sharing with us, Kross. Stay safe and blessed. Every time I do a video, Felicia's, Cortez is always there. You know what I'm saying? She be on her mob game hard, making sure that, you know what I'm saying, I don't, my message don't get misconstrued and nobody make me lose focus or nothing like that. I definitely appreciate you, Felicia Fort Cortez, man. I definitely appreciate you. And she been here with me since day one. Definitely appreciate you. Yeah, man, I'm always gonna be real. I'm always gonna keep it real with y'all, man. But I had to share that experience with y'all, and I definitely had to make a live tonight, or rather in the morning now. I've been on here for almost an hour. Just so y'all know that I'm okay, I'm safe, and everything like that. It's 12:39. I was only gonna do it for about a half an hour, but I know how it goes. Sometimes I could be saying, you know what, I'm gonna do it for a half an hour and everything like that, and then I just go off the energy. I read y'all comments, you know what I'm saying, and I just go off the energy and everything, and I always just try to make sure before I conclude the live is that I made sure I got, if not all, the majority of key points in that I wanted to get out to reach y'all with, was implemented and was executed. You know what I mean, who you like about Black Round? Thank you, I appreciate it. Miss G, thank you, Kross. Bless up. Thank you, Miss G. Appreciate you. Slim Slammer. Salute to the brother Kross. Salute to you. Salute right back at you, man. Ken Thompson, we hear you got some rest, bro. We hear you get some rest, bro. I appreciate you. Thank you, man. I don't even want to leave y'all, man, but NMS said, yeah, thanks, at Felicia for Cash App info. Yeah, that's a whole fact. That's another thing she do. She always posts my Cash App. You know what I'm saying? She just be on it. She be helping me out with the comments and everything. I'm definitely appreciate it. Tony Star Shop, you all appreciate it, Kross. Thank you. All y'all that support me and everything, y'all definitely appreciate it, man. Y'all motivate me and everything, man. And like I said, man, it's all about trying to give back, man. I done tore my community up. I done hurt my family. You know what I'm saying? I done hurt other African Americans. You know what I'm saying? I didn't give a fuck about nobody else's life. Today is different. I care about people. I don't want people to destroy their lives. If I could help out a kid and everything and lead them in the right direction, then that's what I'm gonna do, man. You know what I'm saying? Love y'all all. Just stay safe. Have a blessed rest of the morning, rest day. And I'll probably do a live with y'all tomorrow because I definitely want to speak on the conversation and the live that I did with Mad Ronald and the other sister and everything. So I'll probably talk about that tomorrow. I'm gonna be looking out to see if there's some protests. I'm hearing about it's supposed to be a protest on 125th or somewhere else. If so, I'll probably go up there and everything like that. More than likely, 9 times out of 10 on me, I'm gonna go up there because that's too close to me. And as you know, as you see, I'm in the bricks and everything. I'm out here in the city. Been out here for a few days now. Back out here for a few days. Running around, getting things accomplished and everything done. You know, Definitely again, man. Thank you for tuning in to Kross TV Network. That's Kross with a K. Those that subscribe for the first time, appreciate y'all. Welcome. On this channel, you're gonna get nothing but real and everything. Those that was on the live, didn't hit that like, and y'all still there, hit that like. Those that didn't subscribe, subscribe. Peace and blessings to all of y'all. Salute. Blessed dreams, bless up, man. Matter of fact, I will do a live tomorrow. All right. Appreciate y'all. Stay safe. One.